In the glorious kingdom of Ayodhya, ruled by the virtuous King Dasharatha of the Ikshvaku dynasty, prosperity and Dharma flourished. Yet, despite being blessed with wealth and wisdom, King Dasharatha carried a profound sorrow in his heart. He had no heir to continue his legacy. The king was perpetually troubled by this concern, often wondering who will be the next heir to the kingdom. Concerned about the future of his dynasty and the well-being of his people after him, he decided to seek guidance from the learned sages, rishis, and Brahmins. Summoning them to his court, he expressed his deep concern and conveyed his desire to perform the necessary rituals as prescribed in the scriptures, hoping to be blessed with a son who would uphold Dharma and lead Ayodhya with righteousness. The learned sages and priests, after deliberation, decided to perform the Ashwamedha Yagya, a grand sacrificial ritual which King Dasharatha accepted with reverence. The Yagya was conducted with great devotion and was successful. Following this, the Putra Kamesti Yajna, a ritual specifically aimed at granting the boon of progeny, was performed. As the preparations unfolded, the gods gathered, their unity amplifying the sanctity of the occasion. During the Yajna, the gods, led by Indra, approached Brahma, the creator, their voices filled with distress and urgency. They spoke of Ravana, the mighty Rakshas king of Lanka, whose fearsome power oppressed the world. Blessed with boons, Ravana had become invincible. No god, demon, or celestial being could defeat him. His arrogance knew no bounds, and his tyranny crushed the righteous. The earth trembled under his misdeeds, sages and Brahmins wept in their hermitages, Gandharvas lamented, and even the heavens shook with fear. The gods implored Brahma for a solution. In response, Brahma revealed that Ravana had secured a boon protecting him from death at the hands of Gandharvas, Yakshas, gods, and demons. Yet, in his arrogance, Ravana had dismissed humans as insignificant and sought no protection against them. Brahma explained, it would be a human who would bring about the demon king's downfall. At this revelation, the gods rejoiced, their hope rekindled. At that moment, Lord Vishnu appeared, riding his majestic Garud. All the gods, including Brahma, worshipped him with reverence. United in purpose, they prayed to Lord Vishnu, earnestly appealing to him to undertake a great task for the welfare of the three worlds. Because of the misdeeds of the evil Ravana, adharma had spread across all realms. He tormented noble men and disrupted righteousness. The gods requested Lord Vishnu to incarnate as the son of King Dasharatha and his three queens, taking human form to slay the demon king Ravana and re-establish Dharma. Lord Vishnu graciously accepted the prayers. He resolved to punish Ravana for his transgressions and vowed to bring an end not only to the demon king, but also to his lineage and kin. Determined to restore balance, Lord Vishnu chose to incarnate as the son of King Dasharatha, assuming 4 forms to fulfill his divine mission. He would dwell on earth for 11,000 years, upholding Dharma and offering protection to sages, Brahmins, and devoted souls alike. As the Putra Kamesti Yajna reached its culmination, the fire blazed high with oblations of ghee and herbs, each chant invoking the divine blessings of the cosmos. The powerful mantras of the rishis filled the air, and the sacrificial fire radiated divine brilliance. At the peak of the ritual, a miraculous event unfolded. From the heart of the flames emerged a radiant figure, tall, majestic, clad in golden hues, with eyes like molten flame. In his hands, he bore a golden vessel filled with divine Payasam, a sweet porridge. He brought with him a message. The divine being addressed King Dasharatha. The gods had accepted the king's devotion and granted him a boon. The Payasam, blessed by the gods, was to be shared among his queens, and through this gift, Dasharatha would be blessed with sons destined to bring unmatched glory to his lineage. Overwhelmed with gratitude, the king bowed deeply and received the vessel with reverence and unwavering faith. With great care, Dasharatha divided the sacred Payasam among his queens. He first offered half the portion to Kausalya, his eldest queen, whose serene grace mirrored the dignity of the Ikshvaku line. She consumed it with deep reverence. Then, he gave 1/4 of the Payasam to Sumitra, the gentle and selfless queen. Next, he offered half of the remaining portion to Kaikeyi, his spirited and beloved wife. Finally, he gave the last remaining portion to Sumitra, who thus received 2 shares. Each queen partook of the divine offering with faith, and the celestial nectar began its miraculous work. Soon, the royal palace buzzed with anticipation. On the 9th day of the Shukla Paksh in the month of Chaitra, when 5 planets, Sun, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus, stood in their exalted positions, the heavens rejoiced. Lord Vishnu incarnated as Shri Rama, the 7th avatar, born as the eldest son of King Dasharatha and Queen Kausalya. His eyes sparkled with the wisdom of eternity, and a gentle smile graced his lips. His divine radiance illuminated the palace, and celestial beings showered flowers from the sky. Soon after, Kaikeyi gave birth to Bharata, a child of strength and nobility. Sumitra, blessed with 2 portions of Payasam, bore twins, Lakshmana, fiercely loyal and radiant, and Shatrughna, steadfast and virtuous. These 4 brothers, born of divine will, were manifestations of Lord Vishnu's essence, destined to aid Shri Rama in his sacred mission. The people of Ayodhya erupted in joyous celebration, for the long-awaited heirs of the Ikshvaku dynasty had finally arrived. A huge crowd gathered on the streets of Ayodhya, filling the air with excitement and festivity. Artists and dancers showcased their skills with grace and enthusiasm, while the voices of musicians and celebrants echoed everywhere, blending into a symphony of delight. King Dasharatha, overwhelmed with gratitude, bestowed generous gifts upon all, distributing wealth and thousands of cattle to the Brahmins in a gesture of reverence and goodwill. In the celestial realms, Gandharvas sang melodious hymns, Apsaras danced with ethereal beauty, and the kettle drums of the gods resounded triumphantly. Flowers rained down from the sky, blessing the earth below. Shri Rama's birth was not merely an event, it marked the beginning of a divine mission to vanquish evil, uphold righteousness, and embody the epitome of virtue, duty, and devotion. The birth of Shri Rama was no ordinary mortal occurrence, it marked the dawn of hope, the fulfillment of the gods' prayers, and the beginning of an epic that would inspire generations. Shri Rama, known as Maryada Purushottama, the ideal man, came to teach the world the path of Dharma through his actions. As a son, he honored his father's word. As a king, he upheld justice. As a husband, he cherished Devi Sita with unwavering devotion. His journey began in the cradle of Ayodhya, destined to end Ravana's reign and restore balance to the cosmos. And so, every year on Shri Rama Navami, the 9th day of Chaitra, the world celebrates his birth, a reminder that even in the darkest times, divinity descends to light the way. Thus began the sacred journey of the Shri Ramayana, the tale of the ideal man, son, king, and protector of Dharma. Shri Rama's birth was a divine promise, a testament that no force of darkness could ever triumph over light. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel, Vibes of Divinity. Until next time, inspire and stay inspired.